Il guaio è che sei prevenuta, Sandy.
Flavia lives in a cozy apartment and starts her day preparing breakfast for her lovely partner, Alessandra.
Ma tu sei ancora in ufficio? Allora sbrigati. Ciao. Ti piace? Guardami. Noti niente di nuovo? I capelli? Acqua.
Hugo knocks at the door and tries to lure Flavia since he likes her very much, but his efforts never win. Flavia is so in love with Alessandra. She even prepares her bath and reads her updates on articles about fashion.
Hai preparato il bagno per me?
Certo.
Un po' freddina.
37 centigradi, è il solito.
Alessandra or Sandy sometimes feel unsure if Flavia loves her and if she is faithful. Flavia assures Sandy that she will never betray her.
Io non potrei mai tradirti. Sono pronta a scommetterci tutto quello che vuoi.
Hugo came to return something and he already knew that Sandy and Flavia is in a relationship. But the couple would want privacy when it comes to their personal life. Flavia loves children and so she really wanted to have her own kids with Sandy. She even dreams about having sexual moments with a man, then suddenly sees Sandy. So the thought of finding a man that will impregnate either one of them came as an idea that Flavia would want too. Sandy is well loved in her workplace and even admired by men. Her co-worker asks Sandy if she has a boyfriend, and it's always a quiet no for her and she doesn't want to talk about her personal life.
Non è mica il mio fidanzato, sai.
They had a night swim and Flavia tries to tell Sandy that she wanted to have a child, but still she can't get the right timing to tell her.
Parla, che cos'hai?
Niente, forse sono una sciocca. Ma ho tanta voglia di qualcosa che non ho.
They attended the funeral and came to know a journalist named Carlo. His wife knew Flavia and invites them for dinner, but the couple didn't follow them, but instead spent time in a hot sauna. They were able to talk about kids, and suddenly Sandy reveals that she does want to have one, and she is even open for adoption.
Carlo no. Eppure ho tanto desiderio di un figlio.
E io no? Lo desidero anch'io.
Then Sandy tells Flavia if they won't adopt, they need to look for a man to help them.
Dolcezza, io ho i miei limiti. Bisogna che ti aiuti un uomo.
Since this movie was set in the late 1960s, in vitro is not yet known, so they really need to find a man to impregnate either one of them. But Sandy made it clear there's no feelings attached and no ties. Then they thought Hugo could be an option.
Ugo, per esempio, quello potrebbe essere lo stallone ideale. Lo prendi, ci vai a letto e forse lui neanche se ne accorge.
But they talked to Zach first, but somehow it didn't work, so they tried Hugo. They talked to him and he agreed that instead of Flavia, it was Alessandra who meets up with Hugo, but unfortunately nothing happened. The two men kept silent about Flavia and Sandy's plan to have a baby, since that's the first thing they agreed upon. Then they thought about Carlo, the journalist, and he agrees to impregnate Flavia. He tries to kiss Flavia, but she doesn't want it. Sandy was waiting outside the room furiously. Then it didn't work and they started to feel disappointed.
Non è colpa tua. Ci hai provato e ti è andata male.
Sandy tells Flavia they have to stop, but Flavia doesn't want to. Then she went for a walk alone and came to meet a man along the street. He is well off and invites Flavia, then talks a bit of his life, that he has a family and 4 kids. Then Flavia tells him she is trying to have a child with her female partner. Then it happened. Flavia came home and by the looks of it, Sandy knew that it did happen with the man Flavia just met.
Così ce l'hai fatta.
Then they started to prepare for Flavia's pregnancy. Sandy even started to buy things for the baby and the couple started to look for a name. Then comes the baby girl and the nurse asks Sandy if she is family and she introduced herself as Flavia's sister. They love their baby girl and calls her Savia. Then Sandy suddenly felt that she missed Flavia as Flavia becomes busy with the baby.
Io voglio una donna, non una mamma.
Then Flavia explains to Sandy that Savia is a part of their relationship, regardless of how the baby came to their lives. Sandy has to understand that she tells Flavia that she needs her too and has to spend time with her as well. Savia, now almost 4 years of age, plays with other kids at the beach. Everything seems to be okay until Flavia got to see the man who impregnated her.
Mauro, chi era quella signora?
Oh, una delle tante patronesse d'onore della Croce Rossa.
Then one day a reporter was able to interview Flavia and ask her about her child and if where is her husband. Then she tells him that she lives with a friend. Carlo was able to see the interview, then he had an idea for an article. He then blackmailed the couple and exposed their relationship to the public.
Fatto.
He even made a giant poster of them with Savia.
Guardali. Sono arrivati addirittura qui. Ce l'abbiamo dentro casa nostra.
Carlo tries to talk to them and invites them for an interview, but they declined it. And so Carlo keeps on making articles against their relationship. Then Sandy came up with the idea. Since they are so annoyed of what Carlo has been doing, she calls him and tells Carlo she has a suggestion and it's greater than the articles and posters he made.
Togliere quei manifesti. No, stammi a sentire. Non è per sempre. Ho un manifesto migliore da suggerirti.
The media came and Flavia and Sandy had a double wedding and the groom were Hugo and Zach. And so their relationship is now being accepted by the society. But we know that it's just a planned marriage and no feelings attached. Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.